I just found out that my narcissist boyfriend downloads a texting app whenever he's not with me, and he deletes it before coming home. I reached out to 3 girls I found suspicious, and they told me everything. They sent me screenshots and told me about dates and times that no one else would know, so it was confirmed. He didn't have sex with any of them because they rejected him, but he was obviously fishing. I confronted him, and he of course gaslighted me, so I told him I was moving out. He then went to threaten me with his gun, so I ran out of the apartment screaming and called the cops. I made sure none of my personal belongings were left behind, but I'm still on the lease to the apartment. I feel awful about everything. How could he lie to me? This wasn't a mistake. I mean, he went to the extent of installing and uninstalling the app. For the next 2 days, he threatened me to stop speaking to his friends and family because I told them about what happened. I feel so sad that he won't even take accountability. I know this doesn't matter anymore, but at the very least, I really want an apology.
This relationship's pretty much done. OP should stay far away from this guy, because to threaten her with a gun is insane, and I hate to think about what someone like this is capable of in the future. OP needs to make a clean break and leave everything behind. Everything.
My boyfriend, soon-to-be ex, is a yacht chef. He's currently working on a boat, traveling in the Bahamas for the next couple of months. We have a 1-year-old daughter who I'm taking care of while he's gone. I'm working myself, paying for everything, and managing our home renovations. We discussed and both agreed for him to take this job opportunity because it will help further his career and help us financially. We were supposed to go visit him on his week off, but he started getting irritated when I asked about flights and which island I should book a hotel for. These were some massive red flags like, "Don't you want to see your daughter at least?" I checked his Google search history and it's littered with escort searches in Atlantis, which is where the boat is docked. Awesome. I'm playing it very cool, like nothing is wrong, and it's been a few days since I found out. He's supposed to be sending me some money when he gets paid. Money to help pay his portion of our phony life together. Oh, and to confirm, the numbers of these escorts he searched for are listed, so I messaged some of them. Of course, one lovely girl sent me a screenshot of their conversation, and he was asking to meet her. So yes, he's 100% planning to fertilize his D with some Bahamian STI.
No one deserves to get cheated on. It's heartbreaking and wrecks lives. It's unfortunate that OP has a baby with her partner, because it means she can't fully cut ties with him. Still, if her partner can't afford her the respect of being honest and faithful, he doesn't deserve to have her. Hopefully OP will be able to move on from this and find someone who's more deserving of her love and affection. Let's see what our friends down in the comments have to say.
Money Proper says, "Go get tested. It's probably not his first rodeo. After he sends you some money for his daughter, I would cut off all communication. Go to court, file for child support, and if at all possible, move with your daughter. Once in a safe location, I wouldn't waste my energy on some big caught you." I'd be like, "I know about your escort solicitation, and I find it disturbing and disgusting. Please don't add salt into the wound. If I wasn't 100% sure of your disrespect, I wouldn't be confronting you about it. The best revenge is to better yourself, your daughter, and move on." Real David Lima says, "You're going to leave the man you love and have a kid with to go be with another loser who's going to cheat on you anyway. Men cheat for exercise. When women cheat, it's out of emotion. They no longer love the man. Don't do that to him or his kid. He doesn't give a damn about an escort. It's just a temporary pleasure thing. He's still coming home every day for you and working hard every day to take care of you and your kid. No other real man will take care of your kid like he does."
I don't agree with the last comment, but I'm familiar with the sentiment. I can't say I agree with this take, and to be honest, it seems like a copy and paste of stuff I've heard before. While people step out on their partners for different reasons, as an outsider to a situation, you can't say for sure why someone cheated. Everyone deserves respect and honesty from their partner, and if you can't give them that, you should let them be, so they can find someone who will. In this instance, if OP's partner was not being fulfilled sexually, he should have been honest about this with his partner. While open relationships are not my thing, who knows what OP may have agreed to. At the end of the day, when you're building a life with someone, you've got to be forthcoming.
Me and my ex-boyfriend, who's 21, broke up after a year of being together. I'm 24 now, and in December we were very sexual with each other, and this carried on after he got a new girlfriend in February. He never cheated before, and I know that he never cheated on me, but with this new girl, he's been cheating on her with me every week for 6 months. He told me 4 days ago that the only thing that brings him joy is anime, not even his girlfriend.
That's gotta hurt.
2 days ago, I was at his house, and he got caught today. He texted me last night saying he was single, but then blocked me. Apparently, she took him back because after a few hours, he messaged me back a paragraph saying that he can't continue, and that he caused her excruciating pain. He went to say that he can't do that to someone he loves, and how cheating has been out of his character. After that, he blocked me again. My ex does display some signs of narcissism that I noticed during our relationship, but I chose to work through it because my heart and soul wouldn't allow me to give up on him, no matter how much I tried. He said it was the end of the road, but I don't think it is. Because in March, he told me they were getting serious and that he didn't want to go back and forth. But then he came back to me even after they went on a trip. I sent her a private message hinting that she was being cheated on, but she blocked me. The only benefit I get of hooking up with my ex is being able to spend time with him, and I guess he's getting all the pleasure he wants before going back to her. I just want him back in my life. I've loved him through everything, and I always will. I just want him to unblock me. I don't want to be in a romantic relationship with him, maybe for some months or years, but I will always want a peaceful platonic one. I love him genuinely. How do I get him back?
I don't know what OP's hoping to get out of this situation, but I can only see it ending with heartbreak. Even if her ex was to get back together with her, there's no doubt in my mind that he would continue to cheat. There's also a good chance that he cheated on OP while they were together. I find it strange that OP is so confident that this didn't happen. If he's cheating on his current partner, who he claims to love, there's no logical reason as to why he couldn't have cheated on OP. I don't think it's a good idea for OP to even have a platonic relationship with this guy, as she will only encourage and engage in future affairs with him. Unless OP is ready and willing to have an open relationship, I can't see her finding the happy ending she wants. Now that you know my quick thoughts, let's see what others have to say.
Underarm Aussie says, he's been made to make a choice and he didn't choose you. Unfortunately, if your goal was to get him back, you've gone about it the wrong way. You sidelined yourself to being the side chick and enabled him to cheat, which says that you'll put up with this sort of thing. He doesn't respect you and you don't value yourself enough. He hasn't said that he gets any joy from you. It's better to be with someone who does. You say that you're being punished for his actions through a rebound relationship. But if you hadn't, by your own actions, enabled the cheating, you wouldn't be getting punished right now. You relegated yourself from girlfriend to side chick to nothing. Take some personal responsibility rather than blaming it on him. He has blocked you. Move on. Shelby Cobra says, I'm not saying this to be hurtful, but please get some therapy for your low self-esteem and your emotional immaturity. You're 24 years old, and you think that because someone says something they must mean it, and your hormones are making you have that tingly feeling, making you think that you're in love and no other reality or morality matters. This is not a recipe for a happy life. You will be used again, and you will make gross choices that, if you're capable of empathy, will make you feel crappier about yourself, which will encourage more bad choices. You do not need a boyfriend or friend with benefits right now. You need a therapist. And just a side note, sleeping with your therapist is also a no-no.
Ultimately, I think OP needs to step back from all of this and engage in a little self-reflection. Her approach to relationships seems like it would only result in chaos, and it doesn't matter to her who gets hurt in the process. Her ex-partner should also show his new girlfriend some respect. If his new partner wants someone who will be faithful to her, he should let her go so she can find someone who'll give her what she wants.
My partner of 17 years is a hardworking man, but I believe he was also working hard to get a date a year ago when he worked for a loss prevention manager of DSP. He worked with this manager on all the inventory nights, and they did many. He took an all-night inventory but didn't have any money to show for it. I've never heard her name, not once, but I saw that she sent my partner a text message after work. It was about 8 o'clock at night. She said, "I want to see it too. I want to see it too." I got curious and looked through all their messages. I never knew that they'd been texting for over a year. She was poaching him to work for her store, but the text messages had double meanings. She sent messages with a lot of LOLs, and he'd respond nonchalantly. But he kept tabs of their work schedules, texts, and phone calls. He even shared photos of the lake we frequent together, but he made sure that I wasn't in any of the pictures. While I was working my butt off, I had no clue this was going on. After we had a big fight over the text messages, he continued to deny everything. I was better than the FBI. I learned of who she was that same night. Texts like, "When are you going to come to me? Let me in." To which he replied, "Okay. You know we are so good together. I am there." And so much more. He gave me a lot of unflattering descriptions of the girl. She's in her late 30s and my hubby is 55. I saw a text about them going out for drinks. I was livid. I said, "If you think she looked that gross, yet didn't mind being seen around her to have a beer." It didn't make sense. I sent a text to the loss prevention manager, pretending to be my partner. She caught on and said, "We're not texting each other." I knew there was more to the story than my craziness. They even message on Messenger. I was heartbroken, but managed to rise above it. Up to this day, the idiot is still denying it, but I have some text messages to show HR. I don't believe him. Never did.
Getting close with a coworker is always a risk when you're in a relationship. If, like me, you've worked in an office, you already know that affairs are going on all the time. Since people spend so much time with their colleagues, if you don't put up proper boundaries, lines will become blurred, and then one thing will lead to another. I think that a lot of people go into relationships thinking that they'll never cheat, and because of this confidence, they put themselves in risky situations, and sometimes these situations lead them to being unfaithful. OP deserves to be with someone who will be honest with her, someone who'll give her the love and respect she wants. Well, let's pop down into the comments to see what the people have to say.
Affectionate Wheel says, "Work girlfriends are not a thing. It's a big fat red flag. It's an emotional affair. How severe it is to your relationship or not is really for you to decide, but it's not nothing. People break up over that because all the sharing, caring, and fun is given to the coworker, the ex, or the friend instead of the partner. I swear to God, if you asked him to stay away from her for 3 months, your relationship would take a dramatic turn for the better. Don't date somebody like that. Don't be with somebody like that, because what's happening is that he's building a relationship with her. A man told me yesterday that emotional affairs are worse because most partners try to accommodate for their partner's friends, meaning we don't want to appear jealous, so we support them, thinking we can trust them. This is happening while they're developing an attachment, a bond, and sometimes falling in love with the person they call their work girlfriend. This is shady, and if he had to pick, he would pick her, or he would protect her. He might say, "I won't talk to her that much, just about work," but soon they'd be back at it again. Frankly, her husband should know also. I would want to know if that was happening to me. The OP responds and says, "He's a big fat liar, I'm just buying time. We've been over since I saw their text messages. I went to therapy to fix myself. I was losing sleep, couldn't work, and always paranoid. But today I decided to be done." Tamink says, "He's having an emotional affair. Your relationship will only deteriorate, not grow. When someone is doing flirty fun stuff with someone else, a bond is being born. A man told me the other day that it's more dangerous than physical affairs. Why? Because it's literally growing under your nose, unchecked. No one wants to be the jealous girlfriend or boyfriend, so they accept it. Try to get him to stop, and he will pick her. He will have excuses. But I would not be surprised if it has not gone further. Even if it hasn't, he will pick her. Try it for yourself and see what he does. He's falling for her every day because she's fun and there's no pressure, and he doesn't have to deal with life stuff. She's hot and married, and she's getting the same thing from him."
I thought that these two comments were pretty fair. Thankfully, though, OP was able to remove herself from this situation because she deserves someone who will love, respect, and care for her. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Coffee and Popcorn, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.